Hello guys, this is DSGFUs and welcome back to my channel. This week we are continuing behind the scenes and we are continuing with scenes 3 and 4. So, scene 3 is underway today. It is Tuesday. Monday was the day when I basically didn't do anything. I was intending to set this up but didn't do it because my eyes were hurting, which happens occasionally. Due to my eyes, so I really couldn't see or focus on anything for many hours until about 11:30. But Tuesday I built the set and I filmed my section that I need to film today, which is done, and I shall show you the set in a minute. Then then tomorrow, which is Wednesday, will be the filming that finishes scene 3. And tomorrow is also taking down scene 3 and putting up scene 4, which I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. And then Thursday will be filming scene 4, and I imagine some of Wednesday will be filming scene 4 as well, and then Friday's finishing scene 4 to wrap it all up, and then Saturday's additional filming. And additional filming is just bits that are so minor that they can be done in about an hour. So I would tend to do 2 or 3 of them in one go. Right, so once again I'm spraying water onto Lego in order to make it look like it has rained. So here is one of the new characters that we have for this episode that will appear quite a few times during the rest of the series. He's like a general of unit. I've realised that I need to spray the water back up because it's all disappeared again. So day 2, I had to wet everything again. It took the entire day for it to dry, and my camera just moved. It took the entire day for it to dry, and now I had to wet it again so I could film on it today. But it's the last day, so it's okay. So I might have to pull the bit of the set off because it's attached to blue tack, and I didn't realise. So because there's blue tack on the bottom, it has grabbed part of the set and pulled it up with it. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna have to just try and hide that from now on. That's really irritating. So today I discovered something about my camera that I wasn't expecting to discover, and that was the fact that if you play with the manual focus, but you can actually change the focus. So let's say I had a character here, right, and he was pointing the gun over there, and I hope, oh, he's fallen over, but you know, it doesn't matter. But if I had it like this, I can then change the focus. So he becomes blurry and he becomes clearer, but it doesn't work that well because of how it is positioned. But it does work in most instances. But this is scene 4, and scene 4 is a huge scene because this is the breaking point. This is the moment when we see the Doctor meet the Thing, and the plot escalates quite a lot. There's also a really cool moment in here, but there's a lot of complicated stuff to film as well. So again, it's 2 days. It's a very basic set. I threw it together in about half an hour. Well, a bit longer actually, but I came up with the idea in about half an hour, and then I spent about another half an hour trying to like collect everything that I needed, like these Jeeps and stuff. These come from the loft. And they're just like from old Lego sets that I have. I believe they're Avengers ones. This episode looks really cool at the minute from filming it, but there is a lot of special effects that are needed, and they are going to be fun to do when I do them. But it's really late. It's 20 to 11, and I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half, and I've only filmed 1 page. But that is how it's going. So tomorrow we have to do the rest of it. So skip. And so day 2 is finished on scene 4. Next week we complete scene 5 and scene 6, which are the final 2 scenes of the episode, and then we move on to episode 4. Blimey. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be talking about that and how I'm sort of scheduling, how I'm writing it, how I'm filming this, and how I'm going to eventually release episode 2. And I shall talk about that in a second. My apologies for not showing you much this week. Last week we showed loads of things, and that was because we had so much to cover and so many different sets to look at, so there was plenty of interest. This week we've had, 2 scenes, both done in one place. Tomorrow is additional filming, which is just a TARDIS bit, in fact, and then the poster for episode 2, but we will get to that now. My room is currently a mess. It's a mixture of Coke cans, Lego sets, and blue tack, and then my desk is covered in modelling dust stuff because they fall off all the time. I don't even know where my laptop is. Got it. So I thought, let's get all the filming out of the way today for the behind the scenes video, and then therefore the weekend could be spent doing the additional filming and then clearing this. But that's not the only thing that it will be spent doing, because episode 2 is on the brink of completion but isn't quite completed. I'm getting some help with the Cyberman voice, so therefore once that is done, it's basically all go and it just needs to be rendered. The trailer, however, I don't have an excuse for. The trailer just is something that I've kind of abandoned. I was going to do it this week to come out on Thursday, and I've clearly missed that deadline. So maybe next week, I can only say that. I don't know, maybe Wednesday, maybe Tuesday next week. That is what I'm hoping for, but I do not know. It's only like a minute trailer, so I don't know why I'm spending so long about it. But I'm just got a lot of filming to do, and it really brings down everything else when you're trying to just film so much every day and trying to get 2 scenes done every week. Episode 4, I haven't written yet. I know the idea, I know where it's going. I've changed the idea slightly, but I know where it's going, and I just need to write it for about 2 weeks. So then the episode can start filming for 3 weeks, which means that then by the time that we go back, well, I go back to school, all the filming for episode 3 and episode 4 is done. So September to December becomes let's talk and film and write episode 5 while working on the post-production for episode 3 and 4. Therefore, I am considering maybe making my series a little bit shorter, so cutting down 1 episode off so it becomes 9 instead of 10. Because there is 1 episode I don't have a thing for at this current point. I thought I did, but I merged a few together, which meant that I don't anymore. But that's fine. I may cut it. I'm planning to make episode 10 pretty huge though, so I don't know if that will really matter in the long run. Like doing 5 this year and then doing 4 the next year, I don't know. It seems possible, and I might do it like that, but we're still in year 1, not in year 2 yet. So that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with this for the past 4 minutes. Hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. Come back next week for more stuff, hopefully with the trailer out, that will have the release date to somewhere at the end of this month. Not quite sure where yet, but some point during the next month. It will come out. So it's all very exciting. We're coming towards the end of episode 2, we're in fact coming towards the end of filming on episode 3, and we're about to begin episode 4. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.